Uh, but I will say, the other day was a pretty important anniversary for me personally. 5 whole weeks that I've been unemployed. Yeah. A lot of people in my life, well, yeah, a little late on that, a little late. Thanks for fucking my time up there. A lot of people have told me, they're like, Ethan, you kind of look like a serial killer, man. And weirdly enough, you have a lot of the hobbies of a serial killer, too. You know, I was a professional photographer. I've always collected a lot of guns and knives. And it's really comforting when somebody says that to me, like oddly enough. And I think it's because it's nice to know if this whole comedy thing doesn't work out, I have a real steady career path to fall back on. Yeah, I'd laugh at these jokes if I were you. Check this tape in a few years. We'll see how things go. Well, like I said, I'm unemployed. Having to clip a few coupons lately. Dive back into the generics. I'm sure if you guys know what I'm talking about. And I realized recently that there are so many things that I eat because it's a shittier version of something else. You know what I'm talking about? Just like generics in general. Like Dr. Thunder, Diet Citrus Drop, any sort of, bagged cereal at all. Really, there's a ton of things I eat strictly because it's a crappier version of something else. And I guess that really helps explain why I like eating ass so much. And that explains why I'm single and have been for so long. Yeah. And occasionally, when you're single, you have to look back at an ex to move forward in life. And my ex, she was a crazy cat lady. But she had one cat in particular that really stood out amongst the bunch. It was what she referred to as a free-range kitty. She just kind of let it come and go as it pleased. She didn't want to hold it hostage. And obviously, this cat, it wasn't fixed. And I don't think there was a single time in our entire relationship where I didn't see this cat where it wasn't either pregnant or hadn't just had a litter of kittens. And it was really appropriately named. Its name was Pepper. Because much like a pepper shaker, you could go pick her up, give her a little pet and shake, and cute little kitties would just come sprinkling out. Yeah, as well as that one's landed, I'm sure you guys won't be surprised that I've been doing a lot of traveling lately. Yeah. The other day, I drove 470 miles to do a few shows. And that gives me a lot of time to think. And in that time, I was thinking, 470 miles, damn, 200 years ago, people were dying traveling half that far, And I'm up here taking all this for granted, talking to you guys about eating ass. And back in the old days, old dude, he's just trying to Oregon Trail his family across the country. He's just trying to get them to a better life. And the saddest part about it, guys, little Timmy, well, he's dying. He's dying of smallpox. Because he screwed around and grabbed the wrong damn blanket. Yeah, it's a sad little history lesson for you guys. A lot like these last few weeks. Shit, this whole global warming thing might be real. There might be something to that, And it's starting to piss me off a little bit, just a smidge. Not for the stereotypical reasons, but mainly because I just like the cold, man. I just like winter. Because one of my favorite treats I like to give myself actually revolves around the cold. Doesn't really matter how you do it. You get your hand nice and cold, nice and numb. Start playing with yourself. And eventually that numbness will transfer over. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you guys what the stranger is. Well, unlike the stranger, instead of a stranger jacking you off, you're jacking the stranger off. Yeah, and if I'm honest, that's really the only way I know how to handle and deal with all my homosexual urges. Let me tell you guys, there's a lot of them. But I'm trying new things. I'm single and I'm trying new things. And recently, I've tried single mothers. And it's worked out pretty well. But it's another thing that's got me thinking, which one's worse? Single mothers or crazy cat ladies? And eventually, you kind of, your immediate jump is, it's the kid. It's the kid. It's the kid. But if you stop and think about it, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, he's in school. If he's got a halfway decent father, 1 to 2 weekends out of the month, he's not there. That cat is always there. If she's a halfway decent mother, she doesn't even want you to meet her kid. Crazy cat lady comes over. She's bringing a fucking litter box asking where she can put it. And let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest. A cat isn't anything but a kid a chick will let you fuck in front of. Yeah.